Hello and welcome everyone. We're happy that we are all together again. In this tutorial, we will start discussing a new topic, which is the air terminals. So fasten your belt and let's get started. The aim of this tutorial is to know what is the air terminal and what are the different types of it. So let's go ahead. Very simply, we say that the air terminal is a device that is located in an opening to ensure the predetermined motion of the air inside the space. And in some simple words, the air terminal is an opening at the end of the HVAC system that enables the cooling air or the hot air to flow from it to the room. So if this is an air conditioner unit and those are some ducts that leads that air inside the location, then those openings at the end of the ducts are called the air terminal. And this is the physical shape of the air terminal. You see, this is a duct and its end has a square air terminal. Now, after knowing what is the air terminal, we need to know what are the different types of it. Here, the first type is called the diffuser, and that type of air terminals is a type that is received on the suspended ceiling like this one here. So what appears from the ceiling is only the air terminal face. But this diffuser air terminal itself has some different types according to its structure. So the first one of it is called the swirl diffuser that looks like the plates here. And this type of diffusers is used in heights of the ceiling up to 5 meters. So we shouldn't use it at a height that's higher than 5 meters. And then the second type of diffusers is this square type here, and this is the most popular one as you may see it in many applications. And also its suspension type in the ceiling is limited by a height of 4 meters only. Also we have the round diffuser, as you see, it takes the circle shape and it's limited also by a height of 4 meters. But you may wonder now, why the diffusers or the air terminals in general are limited by a suspension height? Here this is because we need the air that goes from the air terminal to reach the thermal load, which may be some people, so we need that air to reach with a specific speed. So when the speed of the air is set at a value, then the cooling process will done with the correct manner, as the room will be supplied with the required value of the thermal cooling air. But when the height of the air terminal increases by increasing the ceiling height, then the air will reach the people in the room with a lower speed, so the required air will not be sufficient to feed the thermal loads. And for this, we must decrease the air terminal height so the speed of the air will be sufficient enough. Alright. Now the second type of the air terminals is called the grill type, and this grill type is not installed to be received in the ceiling, but it's installed vertically. As you see here, it's installed vertically at the ceiling edges. So we use it in case of we have no suspended ceiling or we have a concrete ceiling directly. And also it has two types. The first one is called the edge grill that lays like this one here in this figure. And the second one is called the cut door type, which is installed at the door edge as you see here. But we don't recommend using the grill type because it's bad elastic form. So the diffuser type is more widely used than it as it has a beauty form. Now the third type of the air terminals is called the register type, and the register type is one like this one here. And this is a special type as it consists of some air dampers that controls the amount of airflow that goes out of the duct to the room. And you can see this is the internal structure of it, and the job of this internal structure is to control the inlet airflow. And now the fifth type we have is called the jet type, and this jet type is used at the ceiling height that is larger than 4 meters, as it can inject the airflow with a higher speed, then it can be put over a larger height and the air will reach the people or the thermal load with the required speed after losing a part of its speed. So the idea of that air terminal lays in its higher speed injection of the air. And this is its type here. You can note that this place has a larger ceiling height than the normal rooms, hence we use this jet air terminal at which. Now the next type we have is called the perforated air terminal that has some special filters inside it that enables the inlet air to be filtered of any impurities. So it achieves a very high air quality. And for that reason we use this type in the hospitals to remain a pure air inside the hospital rooms. And finally we have the final type that is called the disc valve. So this disc valve air terminal is used in some applications like the bathrooms. Very good. So that's about the different types of the air terminals that we can face in our practical design world. Hope that's clear right now. Thank you for watching and see you next tutorials.